Oh, hey guys, welcome to Big Johnson's Burger Joint. Today, we'll be doing the Mega Meal Monday here. And I am hungry, so I'm gonna be having 3 burgers, 2 of which are slight variations on our kind of classic. And the other one is called the X, which I tried to record before, but I didn't realize the time parameters on the thing. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Point being, I'm gonna show you how I make these burgers. As I've said numerous times, we make everything that we can in-house. We locally source everything else. So our meat is 100% chuck, Spanish cow. Our sauces are made in-house. Our pickles are made in-house. Our lettuce, our tomato is locally sourced. Our buns are locally sourced. Our butter is locally sourced. Our caramelized onions we make in-house. And our cheese is also locally sourced. So everything is from Spain, or even more so from Valencia, including our drinks. But anyway, that's enough of the infomercial. Let's get making some burgers, some BJs. So we're gonna start with the buns. We're gonna be putting on, are we at the temperature yet? Well, we're not quite at the temperature for the fries yet. Okay, we're gonna do the burger start anyway. I'm gonna do 3 buns. So these are lightly buttered and then they're slightly toasted. Then we're gonna take our patties, which are all fresh, nothing from frozen. Nothing is frozen except ice. Our ice is frozen. So it's not 100% true when we say nothing is frozen. Okay, so we're gonna be doing, so these are delivered today and hopefully will be used today. So we're doing 1, 2, and then a Big Johnson, right? So a Big Johnson, but the X variation, which basically just means the ingredients going inside the Big Johnson are things that I like. So spice, raw onion, a bit of mixed with the caramelized onion, and yeah. That's the whole point of Big Johnson is, you know, you can have your burger any way you want. If you just want it with, you know, bread and meat, the classic way, the origin of the hamburger, then you can have it that way, and you know that the bread is good and the meat is good. But if you want to have it the way that we typically do it, it comes with homemade sauce, homemade pickles, fresh tomato, fresh lettuce. Obviously the patty, you can choose a vegan alternative. Cheddar cheese, because we prefer a little sharpness rather than the American cheese sort of variant, or vegan cheese, which I'm still not really sure how they make. And then caramelized onion or raw onion. Caramelized onion, again, we make in-house, or raw onion, nature provides. And then you can choose to add pickled jalapenos, or you can choose to add pickled habaneros. And if you want to leave it a little softer than that, but still a bit of spice, you can switch out the normal pickles for spicy pickles. So as you see, these are nicely lightly toasted now. Ready? Yeah, it's nice. Nice little bit of inside crunch, but it doesn't obviously cook all the way through. And then what I do is, we're not a smash burger restaurant, but we give a little press on the patty, just to get a little Maynard reaction on the outsides. And then, very important, we season at this stage. So there's no seasoning added to our patties at all prior. We do a nice full twist of rock salt and black pepper, and then we put in, pardon me, put in French mustard or Frenchie's mustard on the top, which we then sear in, and you can see these buns are ready. So, oh, I need my sauce. And a homemade spread sauce. Okay, so then what we do is we get our little heart shapes, which from your angle may look like something else, but from my angle, they're hearts. You see? Hearts. All right. It's the details. Then I'm going to be adding, to 2 of them, I'm going super classic, so I'm going the normal pickles. And then for the X, we're doing the spicy pickles. And I like a lot of pickles, so I'm adding 1 extra pickle as well. Then we have to fresh cut our tomato. Woo. So we slice like so, and we do this every single time we make a burger, so everything is extremely fresh. We also never keep our tomatoes in the fridge because it affects the texture quite considerably. So rule of thumb, you want the tomatoes to taste less powdery, less that. Don't put them in the fridge. I forgot my cheese. So, got cheese. So I'm doing this outside of hours, so hence why it's not quite as conveyor belt as it normally is. But the idea is that you can get from point of ordering to point of receiving your food within 5 minutes. And we can typically do eight rounds. So then we have our fresh cut lettuce. So again, we cut this the same day, always. A nice little bit of crunch on it. And you want to no one ingredient is more than the other. And the reason for that is that for the Big Johnson standard, the idea is that it's all about balance. So you don't really want to have one ingredient overriding. So that's why our patties are only 80 grams as opposed to bigger. Not naming any names, but and there's nothing wrong with that. I just think it's a very different experience for the individual that's eating that food. Okay, so now I'm adding some pickled jalapenos on this one, along with quite a lot of pickled habaneros. So these do have quite a big kick, but I like it spicy. Okay. Nice. All right. So whilst these are finishing now, I'm going to be adding caramelized onion to one. I'm going to add caramelized onion to the X as well. Then I'm going to be adding raw onion to one, and then raw onion to the inside of the big X, or the X even. So the X is like so. To the patties, raw onion in the center, caramelized onion at the top, bada bing, bada boom. This is the classic where you got caramelized onion, and then this is the raw onion option, slightly fresher, more that kind of classic burger taste, if you like, with the raw onion. And then we just get rid of this, put this on one side. So that's now done. And now we're just waiting for our fries. And once we're doing that, we're going to wrap. So there we go. There we go. And they should always come out looking pretty much like that every time. Whoop. Holy moly, are we out of these already? Cut that. Oh, where the heck are they? Maybe in the back. Okay, well that's fine because only one is coming on, but I have to find the rest of those. So, the Big Johnson, we take a slightly bigger wrap, or the X even. We wrap like so. Get that? Get that? Okay. Take the little one. And we have two in one little box. Okay. Like so. Now we're just waiting for our fries. And whilst we're waiting for our fries, we clean up our station so that we're ready for the next round. Okay. Now these are coming along. Nearly there. After which you're going to watch me eat them. What else? I'll take those out with me. That's all fine. So what's your favorite burger, guys? How do you have yours? Do you like spice? Do you like, more cheese? Feel free, give some feedback. Again, we are never going to add anything really to this menu. One idea that I have is to do a chicken alternative to this. it's a lot more labor intensive in the sense of doing proper fried chicken. You got much more of a prep time. I would wet brine it in buttermilk that I make, and then I would double fry. So it's a much lengthier process. But if you want to have a proper fried chicken burger, those are the steps you have to take. And then I'll be making a separate mud sauce. So this is a Nashville hot chicken is the type of chicken that I would be looking to do. But we'll see, one thing at a time. For now, we'll just give them BJs. That's what we do. And these fries are done. So now, drain them of their oil. You hear that nice little clitter, clatter, clitter? That's how you know they're good. And we fresh cut all our fries ourselves. We clean them, we then fry them in advance, and we finish them just before serving. So we have this very, I wouldn't say like British fish and chips. They're a little different to that, but they're definitely closer to that than they are to like a McDonald's chip, considering we are basically a fast food restaurant. Okay, cool guys. Gonna cut over and you're gonna watch me eat. Okay, we are ready for our close-up. Getting high off my own supply. Okay, so we're gonna start with the classic. Okay. It really does make a difference. Like, don't get me wrong, like McDonald's has a place. I even had McDonald's yesterday. And upon having it, I was like, you know what, this is just so sweet. I always get the cheeseburgers. And I'm just like, man, it's so sweet. And there's definitely like this, synthetic perfection to it. Just, by the way, don't ever get the double cheeseburger, because the single cheeseburger is like so cheap, and the double cheeseburger is more than double it price, which doesn't make any sense. I mean, the patty is so tiny, and they're charging you so much more for an extra patty than the next piece of cheese. So you may as well just get more single cheeseburgers and make your own double cheeseburger. Anyway, whatever. But I did feel trash after eating it, really bad. Whereas with this, there's a freshness from everything. Like the pickles are fresh, tomatoes fresh, the lettuce is fresh, the meat is fresh. And you can just, it has a similar, it's in the same ballpark as a McDonald's, but it's its own thing. And for me, that is what I'm aiming to do with this type of food, is to like make fast food, but without compromise. So it tastes almost as good, let's be honest. It's hard to replicate the level of MSG and other crap that they put in it, but without the horrible consequences of eating that food all the time. So here we go. We hear the crunch, so the lettuce with the pickle. Okay, now we're gonna do the raw version. Oh man, it's so good. So goddamn good. Of course, I'm really hungry as well, so that helps. Okay. Just that one difference. Wholly unique experience, because the onions, we don't wash the onions through. We actually want the sharpness from the onion coming through. So your ears are quite an oniony, like, whoa, hit you. And that's intentional. So yeah, if you like that onion flavor, raw is the way to go. Okay. We're gonna have a palate cleanser, which is our fry. It's obviously very biased, but it is so good. And I guess that's kind of the point, right? I made this restaurant because, for me, this was what was missing in Valencia. And it's something I love. I love jerk chicken and jollof rice more, but I make that at home. Actually turning that into a business is complicated. So maybe in the future, but for now, this is my entry into the restaurateur world, and I'm very proud of the output. Okay, so now it's a double patty with extra pickle, with jalapenos, with raw onion, with caramelized onion, and with habaneros. A lot of habaneros. Immediately it's more messy. But yeah, wow, I love that spice. So, how we make our spicy pickles is we add fresh habaneros into the pickle mix. How we make our pickled habaneros is we use the pickle juice with agave syrup and just put the habaneros in that. And then how we make the jalapenos is the same way. But they all have their own like unique characteristics coming through. So good. Okay. If you didn't want to watch me, why would you? Okay, I'm going to finish my food. But thanks guys for tuning in. To be honest, this isn't all I'm going to eat. I'm probably going to go somewhere else on the way home. I don't know where then, or I'll make something at home. But this is, for you guys, this is the mega meal that we're doing today. You know, like if you like, subscribe if you loved. And yeah, see you on the next one. Tomorrow, lower body. Bye.